Hey, World Entertainment. And has Robert Pattinson joined Dune the Messiah? Is he actually going to be delaying the Batman Part 2 even more? Well, the rumour is that he's up for a role in Dune Part 3, and according to him, it's not actually going to delay the Batman Part 2. So let's have a look at this. So it's saying Robert Pattinson is reportedly being eyed to play the main villain for Denis Villeneuve's Dune 3. According to the trades, Pattinson is being discussed internally as no offer has gone out yet to the actor. THR adds that Robert Pattinson has been circling the role of the main villain, possibly skittily from Frank Herbert's novels. Without getting into spoiler territory, Skiddly is a shape-shifting face dancer from the secretive Tleilaxu Society in Dune. He's a master infiltrator and key conspirator against Paul Atreides in the third book, Dune Messiah, using deception and genetic manipulation to challenge the Empire. Pattinson is currently filming The Odyssey in Europe for Christopher Nolan. Of course, with Pattinson being looked at for another film, the question about the Batman 2 comes up. Pattinson recently told fans that he expects to start filming the Batman Part 2 with Matt Reeves after The Odyssey at the end of the year. However, the Batman 2 has already seen a significant amount of delays, and it has been said that Matt Reeves still has yet to finish the script. Warner Brothers recently delayed the release of the Batman 2 to October 1st, 2027, a move that could give Robert Pattinson enough time to shoot Dune 3, which is rumoured for a December 2026 release. And Robert Pattinson, though, apparently has come out and said, okay, I get why people are concerned, but they shouldn't be, because according to him, they're still all completely determined to be filming the Batman Part 2 by the end of this year. So it's very much being said he's going to film it. Now, the interesting thing about them trying to say, oh, if he does this, then it delays the Batman. He's obviously not going to work on that. While currently we have Tom Holland and Zendaya filming Odyssey, and they're set to start filming quite soon Spider-Man 4. So it's the same kind of scenario. Now, the Batman Part 2 delays is more down to apparently some personal issues with Matt Reeves, which is basically, unfortunately, that he's basically having a bit of a breakdown, that the pressure has kind of gotten to him. Hopefully he gets the help he needs and whatnot, and doesn't, go in too much of a drastic direction or anything like that. His health and stuff is more important than trying to get a movie done, basically. But the idea of Robert Pattinson playing the main villain for Dune Messiah, it's an interesting choice. It depends what way they do it, like in terms of how much screen time would he have. He will undoubtedly be compared to, wasn't it Jared Butler? Who is that his name? The guy who played the villain in Part 2. Can't even remember the character's name now, but he was cool. He was cool until they just kind of, I suppose, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but he basically, his first real fight and interaction with Paul is his demise. And it's like, that was kind of built up to just be, and he's gone. And it's like, are they going to do the same with this one? The other question as well is, like, they're trying to say, the rumor is that Messiah will be out next year. I doubt that. I actually doubt that, because even Denis Villeneuve has said, like, it's going to take time. And apparently this book is one of the main reasons why the Dune stories have never really been adapted, because apparently there's so much in this movie that it's like meant to be damn near impossible to adapt for the big screen. There's even been suggestions, I've heard anyway, that they could be looking to split this movie into two, so you could have Messiah Part 1 and 2 just to fill in everything that's in it, because it's a massive book. So the idea of bringing Pattinson in, it could work. Obviously it could work. Like, why couldn't it? The cast for the Dune movies has been interesting. And we've also just heard actually Jason Momoa confirming, at least he's confirming, no official word from Warner Brothers or Denis Villeneuve, but he's confirmed that he is returning for Messiah, which Apparently you have to know the books to understand how that's possible. There's lots of ways and different things that happen that brings these people back. In fact, we were expecting to see him back in the last movie, and it didn't happen, but he's confirming now that he'll be back and raises questions. Will there be more back? You know, we'll have to wait and see. But as of now, the story doing the rounds is that Robert Pattinson is being eyed to play the main villain for Dune Messiah. Pattinson seems to be interested in taking the role, but is also saying it won't delay any further the Batman Part 2. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of confirmation comes out about all of this. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. You know the drill. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.